Okay, day two. I'm looking at Night Trout's first comment. I talked to two women today and bid them both a good afternoon. They gave me a weird look like they didn't really get why. Uh, what do you mean you talked to two women? Did you say good afternoon as you walk by them, or did you try to engage them in conversation? Let me know which it is. But we're not there for their benefit. We're there for our benefit. You're also not there to do PUA stuff or try to pick them up, Keonta and everyone else. You're there to say hello, or rather words, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? And walk on. Okay? There's something you're going to learn from this. So keep it within the parameters. Don't try to go outside the parameters, because then you start getting disappointed. They didn't like me. Don't care if they don't like you. Okay? It's about your growth, not theirs. Let's see what some other comments are. I'm looking for comments on this assignment. I see there are other comments. Charles, under my For You Porn Addicts. This is basically every girl that is a frequent at the nightclub. Girls have a massive advantage with makeup. They literally go from average to near gorgeous. Guys don't have this advantage. Don't be a pussy to approach these kind of girls if they throw a choosing signal. Exactly. Step over. David Blackford is appalled how much racism still exists in USA. I haven't read any polls where it said it's one of the least racist countries. I think because people are fooled because we have a half black president. It's still there underneath, okay? If not actually overt. I don't know any of the porn stars, so Camden McInnes, Mia Valkova, I remember her. Ain't shit without her makeup on. She was my favorite. Fantasy destroyed forever. Good. On the same video for you porn addicts. If you're not aware of the video, I put up a video showing 27 porn stars without their makeup before and after. And it was like night and day on the majority of them. There was one girl, she was half French and half Middle Eastern. I thought she was a sister. Beware the deception. Some women don't take the makeup off. Don't take off the makeup. Physical and personality makeup until the wedding night. Yeah. Then you meet the real her. Yeah, that's true. The greatest. Speaking of which, I have a funny story. I worked a wedding, bartended it a couple days ago. It was a wedding full of sexy Asians. The fine-ass young bride was choosing me like a motherfucker. She walked around the corner wearing her white dress. We locked eyes, and she gave me a smile. Her father saw it. He was at my bar. Then he walked over to her like, the fuck are you doing? You're at your wedding. The point is, they seemed all poised and traditional at first. It was the quietest actual ceremony I've ever seen. Well, they're Asian. They're not like black folks. We got to get out there and start doing the doogie. Shit like that. But by the end of the night, after the dinner and drinks, the groom had dropped his pants. Cool. Asian folks know how to party. I was listening to that Portuguese Kids. They copied that song, adapted song. Portuguese people know how to party. Literally on the dance floor. And the bride passed the fuck out like Sleeping Beauty from all her drinking, with a slight smile on her face. And the bride's father, who looked like that old Asian guy from the original Star Trek, had a conga line full of older but still attractive Asian women circling the dinner tables. The funny part was when the bride passed the fuck out, the groom was like, it's cool. It's cool. It's okay. She'll be all right. Just get her to my hotel room. As if this was a normal end to the party for them. I guess that's why he married her. The older Asians were all worried. That was the wildest wedding I've ever bartended. That's good. They broke out and started partying. You know, most live in Japan. That's my view, and also in interacting with other Asian folks. The older set tends to be very quiet. They don't party like, at least in the old country. I'm sure that they don't party like that. I don't know. Someone who's Asian and actually lived in the old countries, let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Night shroud for porn. Smoke and mirrors. Yep, that's all it really is. So now you see these women that you guys put on the pedestal of hotness. They're really not all that hot when you take all the, you scrape all the pounds of makeup they have on their face. Yes, Rosh Tube. They can be very insecure. Cedric, what's up? I saw something like this before. He said, it's amazing what makeup can do to a woman's face. I personally think a lot of women don't need makeup, especially black women. I agree. They think they need it, but in reality, they don't. Yeah. You see the bad skin the makeup was giving them, if not the drugs. And Iverson says, yeah, it's the drugs. Hitchcock, man, wake up to any of these women might drive a man insane in the morning. As long as you put her mouth down there where it belongs and let my day start the right way. I thought the pimples came from drug use, Iverson said. Yeah, I think I stated that in the film also. I'd forgotten about that. I don't think about drug porn shit. Many of the porn stars who portray hot MILFs on film just look like normal moms. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Ace Ortiz. I actually liked natural. I'm not a fan of makeup. I feel like the makeup can make a woman look like a clown. When I was a kid in high school, back then, if you go look at old photos, girls, this is white girls, they'd put the white pancake on, then they would paint circles on their cheeks. Circles, red circles. They look like clowns. Go back or ask your mothers about the makeup how they did their makeup back then. They'd paint the red circle on the cheek. And I grew up hating makeup for that reason. The truth about Mr. John says nerds. Charles Sincere, don't know how to pronounce your name, Sincere. I get the feeling it might be French. Supreme says a 3 to 4 out of 10. He's clearly full of it here. He knows it's much more. It's like an 8 out of 10. It's a numbers thing. It's the number one thing everyone looks for. And do looks matter. I'm sorry you think I'm clearly full of it. You shouldn't watch my channel if you think I'm full of it there, Charles. I wouldn't watch someone who I thought was full of it. But we got to take it from a woman's point of view. And yes, looks do matter. When you go to the nightclubs, looks matter. That's the way it is. The Player Supreme show, Chris Williams. This is a continuation of the last post, can't fit it all. Let's see. You're a 16-year-old black man. You're not a man yet there, son. You're still a child. You're a young black male in high school, and I recently stopped watching RSD Pickup because of the trouble it got me in. Boy, they really had me sold on their tactics. I watched them for 2 years. That means you start at 14 straight, Finally, when I transferred schools, I just decided to use these creep tactics, which I don't recommend to anyone with common sense on picking up girls, which resulted in me getting expelled. Ooh, fuck. I had numerous girls report me of sexual harassment, which I never touched them sexually, though, but I used the whole physical contact technique they teach. Even though it has made me very popular because of my ballsy approaches, because the guys look at me as a legend now. Keep in mind, this is a majority white school, so I was messing with white girls, and I was so stuck in this life of trying to be that cool guy getting all the ladies, but I am black. I should have known people would get frustrated seeing a black man do that. Also, I'm good looking, so that helped. Surprisingly, when I started using this bullshit, that bullshit, I've been known now as ladies' man because I always hang out with them because they somehow like me because I'm so popular, flirt with a lot of very attractive girls, but I want to get away from that type of method and use your style, which is safe and common sense. But I have a speech impediment. I stutter, so how will I effectively pick up girls when I stutter? Because I can hide it using those RSD methods, acting like a clown, which is stupid. I don't know anything about acting like a clown from RSD. There's a guy that watched this channel named Goopser. He'll know more about PUA stuff. And he swears by it. He gets dates. Good-looking chap, he gets dates. I never see anyone. That's one thing I've also noticed is it doesn't work for ugly guys. If you're a PUA and you're getting dates, that means you're above average in looks. And this fella, he drives a motorbike. He does the 5 o'clock shadow thing. Good-looking white guy. And I want to tell him, you don't really need the bullshit. Just step up like who you are, because they like you already. But I think he also does cold approaching. I don't recall. Oh no, I think it was internet dating. He'll probably see this video and let me know. He's the guy I talked about that says, and Tyler said, and Tyler said, and Tyler said, and Tyler has a name for this. I think 10 years from now, he's going to look back and realize, geez, was that really like that? I never see anyone have an answer to this problem and picking up girls. You got to slow down, stop. Well, you're 16. I really can't give you any advice there, fella. Yeah, you're young. Let me tell you how I stopped stuttering when I was a kid. I shut my mouth. I stopped talking. Before I would say something, I would think about it and say it slowly. There are voice programs you can download off the internet. There's books you can buy that'll teach you how to control your voice. Kionta, I've already done 8 today. And guess what? I got a girl to ask for my number. That means you're not doing what I said do, because you shouldn't be talking to them. Now, let me explain the parameters of week 1. Your goal is to walk by or go up to and then walk away from 50 women. And if it's morning, say good morning. Keep walking. If it's afternoon, say good afternoon. Good afternoon. Keep walking. If it's evening, good evening. Keep walking. Okay? Or you can say, how you doing? Whatever makes you feel better, whatever feels good coming out your mouth. Now, for me, I like to say, sup, how you doing? And keep walking. Okay? That's for evening time. Morning, let's say good morning. Afternoon, I'll just go to the sup, how you doing? That's just me. All right. So, day 2, post your responses. Let's put it under day 2. Okay? Don't worry about looks they give you. Just keep stepping. You're not there for their looks. You're there for you. Remember that. What else we got going on today? I've had a lot of comments come in on, I guess it's Google Plus. Huh. Just incredible. Just add me to a circle. Cool. He's doing the life traveling around in his home in the RV class 2. The orange carrot. Well, I comment on other stuff, so some of the stuff hasn't to do with us. So I got to make sure that we're in the right area. One thing is good about Google Plus, I can see your faces better. Connor Kenway shared my video. Thanks, Connor. You're a brother, or at least half brother. I was wondering about the name Connor. We don't normally use that name. Why so many girls say no to black guys? Thanks for sharing the video, TJ. What I'm going to do, though, because I'm really busy, is I've been ignoring those comments. I just go up and I click the read all, so they'll go away. And I don't have a whole gang of them every time I check in. So tomorrow is day 3. Keep doing it, fellas. Keep doing it. Night Shroud. I hope you make the goal, man. Really, I hope you make the goal. You got to really put some effort into it. 10 a day. 10 a day will get you there. So that means tomorrow you got to step it up. There's really something that happens as you get closer to 50. You learn to relax. It becomes no big deal. So I really want you to learn from this assignment. Okay? All right. I had a consultation with Grease 2000 last night, and he sent me one of his audio files. He does a checkup with me every couple of weeks. An audio file of him doing phone sex. So if you want to hear Grease 2000 get a girl off over the phone, I put it up on the playersupremeshow.info as a podcast show. In order to hear it, you have to, it's free, just join the site, and there's a sign up area, and then you can go to hear all of my podcast shows I put up there, and other stuff that I don't share here. Okay? It's very good. He's gotten better at it. So he's ready to take over for me, fellows. But he's actually going to retire from the game. He's got a big amount of money coming to him from a female to retire on. Gotta love the game sometimes. I just love the dating game. And I miss it a lot. Grease is discovering that it's so easy getting women. You guys who struggle, when you finally start getting women, you're going to look back on your struggles and just shake your head. Why the fuck did I do that? Trust me, when you get to the point where it's easy, you're going to wonder whatever took you so long. All of you guys, six, 7 people watching me right now, if you're having trouble in dating women, you're going to wonder why after you get over the silly, dumb-ass block that you have. And what's amazing, I can see it in your writing, Night Shroud. I see it in your writing. Michael Nola, I see it in your writing. You guys fuck yourselves. It's your inner thoughts. To me, it's so blatantly obvious, and I see it right there. But to you guys, I don't think you guys see it. It's amazing to watch when you guys write your responses. It's amazing. It's like, can't these guys see it? They're doing it to themselves. Well, good luck, fellas. You guys have your assignments. So let's get it done.